Moving into our next topic, let's talk about some of the top mistakes that buyers make, that we've seen buyers make.
Yeah, there's a few. So I think if you're a new buyer, this is one of your first commercial real estate deals, not being prepared for timelines. If you're not being
Mm-hmm.
represented by a broker, it's going to be very daunting figuring out timelines with appraisals, inspections, phase one, or really anything else. So making sure that you're staying on track for all those contingencies so that you don't have your earnest money be non-refundable, I think is really key. So having a broker, we highly recommend for a lot of buyers just because it does help with that timeline as well.
Yeah.
Also, if you're getting a loan, make sure that your financials are in order prior to even opening up escrow. I think it does save a lot of time getting a pre-qual letter from a lender, and obviously that's huge. Typically, we're seeing anywhere on due diligence 30 to 60 days if there is financing involved, and then 15 to 30-day close. And another thing that we're not seeing buyers or new buyers actually take into account is not calculating a true NOI. And obviously, we're seeing with a lot of the headlines in the market right now where you're seeing commercial real estate is down. Some buyers are coming in extremely low on their pricing and not really looking at what's selling and having accurate comps to provide their offers on. So,
I agree. And I mean, it goes back to the old adage, you don't know what you don't know.
yeah.
And a lot of the people that we come across, we're talking to, it's their first time buying a building.
Yeah.
And so it can be daunting for sure. They're looking for us for guidance and our relationships with vendors, to get a phase one and Alta survey and inspection. A lot of times they just don't know where to start.
Yeah, that's true.
So what would you say are some of the most important things to do during due diligence?
During due diligence, lining up all your inspections within the first, I would say, 3 days. It's going to be seeming like you're in a tornado, but making sure that you schedule all of that up front is going to be huge, or even before. So making sure that you've got multiple vendors to actually hit those timelines, I would expect. If you are getting a phase one and there is a phase two that's recommended, do plan that out and then obviously ask the seller for some timing. More often than not, they're going to be realistic and give you that extension. If not, maybe there's something else that's fishy going on. So do keep that in mind.
Yeah, and if the building's leased too, really important to ask for that lease, dig through it, see if there's any terms in there that weren't in the initial marketing package. Does the tenant have an option to renew?
Yeah.
If they have an option to buy the building. If they do, you're gonna have to get that right of first refusal waived.
Yeah.
And try and get on that early too, because a lot of times they'll have 30 or 45 days to get back to you with a response, which is a really long time.
And that could definitely sideline a deal.
Exactly.
Yeah.